I wanted to combine something I enjoy, being video games, with something I want to improve at, being editing. This video will be covered in 4 sections. Each section will cover one topic. With all that said, let's move on to Chapter 1. We'll start by answering the question, what is lore? Or rather, what is the difference between narrative and lore? In terms of video games, narrative is the main plot that progresses as the game progresses. Most of the narrative will be revealed during an average playthrough. Lore is the backstory of a game, all the elements that complement the principal narrative. These details add depth and richness to the world of a video game, expanding its history outside of the main plot. Narrative and lore are used in many different ways, whether it would be through character dialogue, secrets and Easter eggs, environments, and many more methods. We're going to dive into how games use this to their advantage and really improve the experience. Hollow Knight is a very difficult game, yet people still have a great time with it, myself included. Why is that? Personally, I think it's the setting. Hollow Knight uses its environments very well. Just look at this area between Forgotten Crossroads and Greenpath. Greenpath is lush with plant life, but Crossroads are dark and gloomy with rocks. My guess is that plant life flourished in the Crossroads, but the bug's orange poisonous gel overpowered the plant life. Another great element of the lore is the character dialogue. There isn't much of it, but the characters really show personality and don't seem like generic NPCs. Some characters speak as if you are the antagonist, and it really gets you thinking. Five Nights at Freddy's is a franchise known for its insanely dark lore and the story most of us don't even understand. As many theorists have shown, it never really ends. Now you probably understand why it's in this video. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is the game that started a certain trend, and the game talked about in this section. If you die in the game, you have a small chance of entering an Atari 2600 style minigame. These minigames are really good at explaining things, and not explaining things. The minigames are so vague, it pulls you to look closer. Take a look at this image. If you don't know Five Nights at Freddy's, then this image may spark many questions. Why does Freddy have cake? Who are the kids in the image? Why is one knocked out? This is one of the many interesting things about the Five Nights at Freddy's minigame and how the game can continue to convey a story while still keeping you guessing. Undertale is one of the best examples using story. Probably the biggest aspect of Undertale are its incredibly lovable characters, not so lovable characters, and whoever this guy is. Undertale somehow manages to combine emotion, comedy, story, and character to the point where it changes how the game feels in incredible ways. Try to think of Undertale as a generic RPG game with no characters and no story. The game will feel really bland and boring without any personality. The format of beginning, event, end makes the game really boring. Undertale uses a great format of the game feeling so linear, yet it feels like it's made for exploration too. It somehow managed to create such an amazing narrative and lore over the span of just 2 games. This is my first ever video essay, and I'm glad of how it turned out. I seriously recommend you play all of these games if you haven't already. Maybe try to find some lore yourself. I hope you enjoyed this, and bye.